You're watching CBS Sports HQ, delivered by Papa John's. Clemson plays their final regular season game away from Death Valley Saturday, and what a game it is as they travel to South Bend to face the Fighting Irish. And with winnable games at home all throughout November, this might be their biggest remaining test ahead of the college football playoff, and it is not a test to be taken lightly. The Irish handed Syracuse their second loss of the season last week, eliminating them from playoff contention, and they could dash Dabo's playoff hopes with a win here. Is one of the more notable late games on the slate up for discussion. One of these teams will be rather lugubrious after this one. A Clemson loss would likely take them out of the CFP. And we have to talk about NC State going for its 16th straight win at home, which would tie a program record that dates all the way back to 1975. They are 3-point underdogs to Wake Forest. That game at 8 p.m. Eastern tonight. Well, to talk about these games and get their pick guidance, we now welcome in the Wizard of Odds, Kenny White, and wagering expert, Jon Berger. This hasn't been the season that Notre Dame was hoping for under first-year head coach Marcus Freeman, but they played the role of spoiler to perfection last week, Kenny. Can they do it for a second straight week as 4-point underdogs?
Yeah, it was a tough start to the year for Marcus Freeman, but they have rallied to win 5 games now. They're starting to play better football. They do probably have a shot to stay within this number. I'm going to bet the total, though. I'm going under 44 points here, and it's because both teams' defenses have been far better than the offensive side. Pace of play, Clemson, number 56. They haven't really been playing fast, but Notre Dame's been playing slow. 109, 28.5 seconds in between plays, one of the slower teams in the country. That's been their game plan. Run the football, keep the defense fresh, and win games, and it's been working. So I continue to see they're going to try to do that again today against Clemson. But it's Clemson's defense is the best unit on the field today, 25th in yards per play allowed. They're number one of any of the 4 offense defensive departments for both teams. So under 44 is the play for me.
I like it. I'm going to take the same bet as Kenny. I'm going to take the under. I think I'm going to dial up one more on a smaller bet and go ahead and take Notre Dame and the points on this one. Obviously, I'm going to over-index on the under for all the reasons Kenny just said. The one thing that, I noticed about Notre Dame's defense is I think this defense is getting a little bit better every week. And you think about this deep into the season, sometimes you know what you know about a team and nothing really changes. I actually think coming off that slow start, I think this is a defense that's getting better. They are making some more plays on the offensive side of the ball. This number is too tight for me, but I do believe this is going to be a slow game. You got 2 defenses, probably top 20 in the nation. They'll probably stay there the rest of the season, but I'm just going to take the under for all the reasons that Kenny stated. I think it's going to be a slow, pretty boring game. I just don't think there's going to be a bunch of points scored.
Clemson has won 4 of the 6 meetings between the two all time, beat them 34-10 in their last meeting. In terms of Wake Forest, NC State, the loser of this game dips below 500 in conference play, which would be disappointing in a season where both thought that they had a legit shot to win an ACC title. Another tight line here, John. Field goal to the Demon Deacons, so where's your lean?
I would love to sit there and analyze this more, but I'm just not going to do it. NC State at home wins 15 in a row. This is a football team that shows up with a great deal of emotion, good fan base. They play with strong velocity. I tried to talk myself into Wake. Wake had a game last week. I think they had a total of 8 turnovers, a complete meltdown, complete disaster. I don't think you're going to see that this week, obviously. Wake's a good football team in terms of stretching the defense. They can gash you down between the hashes in that vertical passing game. But I look at NC State. They've got that advantage playing at home, won 15 straight. This is the defense in terms of in conference. Number 1 in conference in scoring defense, interceptions, third down. Third down is a big deal to me, especially in games like this. So this is a defense that can get off the field. Everybody's making a big issue about M.J. Morris and the quarterback, and NC State's played 2 or 3. I actually think this offense is more diverse with him in the game. I think he gives them some escapability. He can create, he can improvise, he can run, he can get the football down the field. I think you need that in a game like this. I just think when you wind all this up, I like NC State, and I'm gonna take them and take the points at home.
I agree with you, John. I'm on NC State as well, plus the points here, and it's their defense that's been so good all year. The best edge in this game is that NC stop unit. But MJ Morris last week, first half versus Virginia Tech. They couldn't do anything offensively. The second half, he leads 3 touchdown drives. They get the lead, they get the ball back, and then he gets 2 first downs to run out the final 3 minutes of the football game. He ends up 20 for 29, 0 interceptions, 265 yards and 3 touchdowns. MJ Morris just stepped in. He is the guy now at NC State. He played better than Devin Leary has played all year long. And if he's going to be able to play that way again today, wrap it up. NC State's going to win this game straight up.
21 versus 22 in the CFP rankings. Wake has won 4 of the past 5 meetings, but the Wolfpack have won 67 of the previous 115 encounters, going for a record-tying win today. The Wizard of Odds, Kenny White, Jon Berger with their late slate picks. Let's recap what they're thinking in terms of these 2 games. Clemson at Notre Dame. Clemson, 4-point favorites there. Kenny likes the under in that game. And for Wake Forest, NC State, Kenny likes NC State there. They are 3-point dogs to Wake Forest, as mentioned, a 21 versus 22 matchup. The total there, sitting at 54.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.